Mr. Brown, when we met in Aberdeen, I talked about your speech and the fighters and dreamers that changed the world. Now today we're here in Lochgelly at a multi-bank from where the team distribute everything that those most in need in the community need to them at the moment that they most need it. Rumour has it that you still wake up at 5 a.m. So when did you dream this up, Mr. Brown?
This it's almost 3 years exactly since we went to Amazon and said, give us your surplus goods. You have a warehouse along the road, you've got surplus goods, give us what you've got. And so in these 3 years, not just from here, but from Wigan, Swansea, London, and now from the Northeast, and soon the Midlands, we've delivered 5 million goods. So 5 million goods, and that can either be a duvet, or trainers, or nappies, or toothpaste, or soap, or shampoo, or home furnishings. And we've managed to help 500,000 children. So this is a joint effort of charities, social workers, teachers, health visitors, doctors, because they tell us who needs the goods, and we go through the professionals. But it's a joint effort between charities and funders and suppliers, including, I may say, DC Thomson, who've done a great job.
Thank you. And when you set out on this mission, nothing new ever goes in a straight line. On the journey, what has taken you most by surprise?
Well, you've got to create a supply chain. It's so complicated in a way. I never knew when we started that hotels don't own most of the laundry, that they rent it from laundry companies. And after about 80 washes, people say we need new ones. So where do the duvets go? We re-launder them and we get them to people. And I didn't know a number of things about how the supply chains were working. Up in Cooper, PepsiCo run Scott's Porridge Oats, and they sell a lot to Saudi Arabia, believe it or not. And when the tin is wrongly numbered, it can't be sent to Saudi Arabia, but the contents are great, so we can get them, and they're breakfasts for children. So there's so many surplus goods that it's possible to get hold of if you can show companies that the goods they have are goods people need, and that we know the people who need them. Now, if we can't show that we can get them to the people who really need them, then we're probably taking away the market of these companies. But if we can show that these are people who can't really afford to buy their goods, then it's a good thing for their social responsibility ethics that they can give these surplus goods away. So here you can see Dettol.
Let's take a look.
So that's Dettol. These are Dettol wipes, cleaning materials. These are great. Then we go right through here and you go down to quite sort of small items that people want. So this is
Vitamins.
This is bit of melon, vegetarians.
I've seen microwaves, I've seen ovens.
Microwaves, we have irons, we have toasters. We've got a relationship with the hotels groups. When they're renovating their rooms, they're throwing out hair dryers, they're throwing out kettles. We can get them. But most of the stuff here is absolutely new. And for whatever reason, it's surplus to requirements of companies. And instead of it being wasted and thrown away, this is an anti-pollution initiative as well as an anti-poverty initiative. Through here, you've got something very specific.
Let's have a look, Callum.
Because here you've got trainers. Now, the cost of trainers is so high these days. And so if a family can't afford them, then sometimes they don't have proper shoes. Sometimes they're relying on second-hand ones that don't fit. Sometimes kids, can't go to football training because they don't have football boots. We know of this family where there was 2 kids sharing football boots. So one could go 1 week to the training and the other could only go the second week. And then they both couldn't use the football boots because size was too small for them. So we managed to get them football boots. 11% of the people that we help have said that but for the multibank, they might have had to put their children in care. And another group say, but for the multibank, they might have had to face eviction. So these are changes we can help make in people's lives.
We've lived through a time of inflationary pressure. Have you been surprised at the volume of those inquiring for support from the
So I was brought up in Kirkcaldy in the 1950s and 60s, and we had travelling people, we had a lot of slums, a lot of unemployment because of the coal industry and the linoleum industry. But I never thought I'd see poverty like this again. And I honestly, I'm shocked when I see the condition that families have to live in when they can't afford the basics. So you have kids coming to school hungry but also badly clothed. Some of them have got dirty clothes, and some schools are introducing laundrettes into the schools so that they can wash their clothes. And you have families having to choose heating, eating, buying toiletries, you know, at the end of the week. If we can help a family get through so that they can buy the food, but we can give them some of the things like toilet rolls, nappies, and so on, so soap, shampoo, then it'll make a difference. So we are on the lookout for supplies, and there's lots of companies that have supplies. We would like to get them involved because we can show them directly that there is a benefit to an individual family that they would want to support if we could get the goods to them. So companies have got the goods people need. We know the people who need them. And if we can link the two together, it makes a real difference. Unmet needs, unused or surplus resources that can be put to use. That's the idea.
Absolutely. And speaking to the staff here, whilst I was waiting for Mr. Brown to arrive earlier, we talked about the need that this centre has for a partner to supply shampoo, because children in our communities are unable to make friends and maintain their social groups because they cannot wash. The Thompson family, through the Northwood Charitable Trust, is a proud founding partner of the Multibank. And those of you watching this video looking to get involved to support what's happening here and across the country will find information about how you can do that around this video wherever you are watching it. Thank you, Mr. Brown.
Well, let me say the Northwood Trust is doing a great job. They have been a huge help to us. They've inspired a lot of other people to give support as well because of the good work that they've done. And yes, you're right. We've got an arrangement to get soap. We've got an arrangement where we're now getting toilet rolls. We're finding a way to get toothpaste, we hope. We're short of shampoo. We're short of cleaning materials, washing powder and so on and so forth, because we want to help people, to enable them to help themselves. And if we can get the washing powder, get washing machines, get the laundrettes and so on and so forth, we can help.
There will be people watching this video that can do exactly that. So let's get on with it.